Coming up on LUTV News, charity organization Habitat for Humanity is celebrating their annual gala a little different this year, how they are still making it happen amid the pandemic. Plus, Lindenwood recently secured the rights to a prominent sports newspaper, how students can get involved in the massive project. And the popular festival Christmas traditions is still a go on Main Street in St. Charles. See what is going to be looking different this holiday season. Those stories and more ahead on LUTV News. Welcome to this edition of LUTV News. I'm Billy Woods. The Habitat for Humanity organization is celebrating their gala for the 20th year in a row. What makes this year different than all the rest? Reporter Haley Reeves has their story.
The Frame the Future Gala, also used to be known as the Celebration of Tree Gala, is an event hosted by the charity Habitat for Humanity here in St. Charles. This event includes many things such as an auction and a photo contest plus a live performance by Gerald Brooks. This event is completely online for the first time ever due to COVID-19. Habitat for Humanity is a nonprofit organization that specializes in building houses for people in need.
So in the video, in the pre-recorded gala video, we're going to be asking our supporters and donors to take a look at the auction items and to make sure they're signed in and registered and bid on some items, and also make a donation to Habitat, to help us serve more families moving forward. The more resources we have, the more homes we can build.
We would have an auction, live auction, and it really got its name from, we would have artificial Christmas trees that companies in the community would sponsor, and we'd have volunteers that decorate them to certain themes. We would silent auction them off, live auction them off, and the winners would actually get them hand delivered to their houses.
There are over 1,300 affiliates in the United States, and Habitat St. Charles, we serve St. Charles County only. This is our 24th year of building homes in St. Charles County.
The organization has also asked Art Holiday to lend his voice for a message for the gala.
St. Louis has a lot of great nonprofits. There are a lot of people in St. Louis who are trying to be part of the solution. I'm happy to support if they think that, my participation helps their cause.
The Frame the Future event is named Frame the Future because it is a way for the Habitat for Humanity to frame their future for their homes, their future builds, and their families that come to them. This is Haley Reeves for LUTV News.
To learn more about what this organization does, check out their Facebook at Habitat for Humanity of St. Charles County. Sports enthusiasts, listen up. Lindenwood University has a unique opportunity for you to be involved in many important moments in history. Reporter Daniel Bell Wynn explores how the University Archives is helping Lindenwood become a leader in accessible sports research.
Behind these walls in the Lindenwood Archives in the library basement lies some important pieces of modern history. Lindenwood University recently acquired the rights to the research collection of the Sporting News, which was a sports newspaper that was deemed by some as the Bible of baseball for its widespread coverage of the American pastime dating back to the 1800s.
The relevance of the collection has to do with, obviously, its connection to the St. Louis area. It's the vast amount of materials that not only reflect the history of baseball and sport, but also cultural connections as well.
The collection has letters and telegrams from prominent figures like Jackie Robinson, former New York Yankees player Joe DiMaggio, and Presidents Lyndon B. Johnson and Richard Nixon.
The owners of the Sporting News had a lot of communications with the owners of baseball teams, prominent political figures, prominent baseball players, sporting figures.
It is the history of American culture. It is the history of spectatorship, of the way people spend their leisure time, what they value and what they don't. And so This collection will span for everything from sport to business to communications to public relations to marketing to the news business.
With over 2,000 books and an extensive collection of sports clipping files at its disposal, Lindenwood hopes to become a national leader in access to sports research.
This is going to put, and already has put, Lindenwood onto a very different map of the elite collections in sport history.
The University Archives applied for a $130,000 grant from the National Historic Public Records Commission in an effort to help preserve and make the sporting news archives digitally accessible. I'm Daniel Bellwin, reporting for LUTV News.
For more information about the Sporting News Archives or internship opportunities, contact Paul Huffman at the email on your screen. Straight ahead on LUTV News, Christmas Traditions is a unique experience for everyone. Let's see how they're holding the festival in the midst of a pandemic.
For coronavirus. People over 65, people with underlying medical conditions like heart disease, chronic lung disease, asthma, diabetes, people undergoing cancer treatment, and people with weakened immune systems. What should you do if you or a loved one is at higher risk? Avoid close contact with people, avoid crowds, stay home if you can, wash your hands frequently, learn more ways to protect yourself and others at coronavirus.gov.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
Christmas Traditions is a long-standing festival in St. Charles, but it's in danger of being put on hold due to COVID-19. Reporter Will Crawford goes in depth on how the event is preparing this season.
One thing that many look forward to is the Christmas Traditions on Main Street in St. Charles, a tradition that looks to continue this season.
Go on all around these characters too. So like you mentioned, there's a Santa parade that usually happens. This year will be different, but there's normally at 2 o'clock, the parade will go down South Main Street. All the different characters and caroling groups, there'll usually be a specialty group like the Ambassadors of Harmony will be there, or the Winfield Chamber Singers or something like that will also be part of that.
Despite the Christmas season being holly and jolly, COVID-19 has made the festival look different than it has in years past.
So they'll be doing things, the parade, I think the Santa parade is going to be abbreviated and amended so we don't have clusters of people gathering along the street to watch this parade. They've got, whereas sometimes the characters will roam and wander, they'll have character enclosures, for lack of a better term, where it maintains a social distance. All the characters will be wearing masks. And we encourage the visitors to as well.
Certainly temperatures are falling and leaves are changing colors, but something that's not for sure is whether or not Christmas Traditions will keep on pace to keep their streak alive this year.
Obviously, this needs to be pulled off in a manner that's safe for the people doing it, as well as anyone coming to see it. And it's a very fluid situation. Like we just got an update this past Thursday about, hey, due to the new restrictions that are coming to the county, even though it might not affect St. Charles County, St. Charles City, we still want to be cognizant of these things.
Despite the fear of no Christmas traditions, there's always something special with the festival.
Great way to get into the holiday spirit. I've been going there for years with my family. There's Christmas carolers, there's multiple Christmas trees and Christmas decorations wrapped around all over the Main Street.
For LUTV News, I'm Will Crawford.
The Christmas Festival runs on Main Street November 27th until December 24th. Wineries are a popular place to hang out amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Reporter Claire Beaudry visited Defiance Ridge Winery to see how they are making things safer for their customers this year.
With wineries being in season, I visited Defiance Ridge Winery to see how they were doing with COVID-19.
Precaution-wise for us as a business, it's been really difficult because of everything takes twice as long. Sanitation, ordering, not being able to get orders filled, all of those things have been difficult. But actually, once we get going with the crowds, we've been very successful.
Even with COVID-19 still going on and the winery being successful, the winery still has slow moments since some people still don't want to go outside as much. But some people still have a good time even with COVID-19 still going on by visiting with friends. At Defiance Ridge Winery, most people decide to sit outside and they are allowed to sit themselves because the tables are always kept clean and they are also numbered to keep track.
Well, we've been doing the standard rules that the county has restricted on us. So, the 6 feet apart, mask, service mask. We try to have no mask in a tasting room with customers, but during a tasting that doesn't work real well. Outside, it's so open air that it hasn't affected us too much.
The workers and owner at Defiance Ridge Winery pick their own grapes and make their own wine while still being safe with COVID-19. They also have a place to celebrate weddings and a wedding archway to take pictures in. There are many places to sit, such as outside close to the vineyard or outside in front of the winery. For LUTV News, I'm Claire Beaudry.
For more information, visit their website at defianceridgevineyards.com. Straight ahead on LUTV News, the Lindenwood men's rugby team lost their fall season because of COVID, but now they are back in action. We'll explain when we come back.
This is Jaina. Into the future. Do you remember back when I was in 7th grade? Anything that I would do, she would make fun of me, she would laugh at me, she would talk to her friends and whisper. I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now.
We know that we're asking Americans to do a lot right now. So we're asking everyone to be selfless for others so that we can protect those who are most susceptible to this virus.
A question I often get asked is why should young people care about the spread of coronavirus? Well, we know that people with underlying medical conditions over the age of 60 are at highest risk, but they've got to get it from somebody.
Social distancing is really physical separation of people.
It's what we refer to when we ask people to stay at least 6 feet apart.
Not going to bars, not going to restaurants, not going to theaters where there are a lot of people. It all just means physical separation so that you have a space between you and others who might actually be infected or infect you.
We all have a role to play in preventing person-to-person spread of this disease, which can be deadly for vulnerable groups. For more information on how you can social distance, please go to coronavirus.gov.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother,
yes.
You, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
breathe right into your foot,
your plumber's masseuse,
yes,
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Lindenwood men's rugby started full contact scrimmages last week, bringing hope to the team for the return of contact sports next semester. I went to the scrimmage to check it out. Behind me, the Lindenwood University men's rugby team is about to start their first of many scrimmages this semester in replace of their fall season. It's a great sign of life for sports as many sports go back to competing later this month. I talked to a coach and a player about their thoughts on COVID this season and how it's impacted them.
Man, it is really good to be back, just playing rugby again. You know, the school's really tried its best, but you just can't replace the support systems of a team, of week in and week out training and competition, of team meetings and the rookie versus veteran dynamic. You know, we miss all that.
Because of COVID, the team is without their normal season, which will start in the spring semester. Until then, the team is doing scrimmages against one another with limited attendance.
It's just great to be back. It kind of sucks like no season, feel a little robbed, but also we get to do this, be out here with all the people, you know, kind of show yourself, prove yourself to some of the older guys. I'm just really happy to be back out here. And I mean, we get a little bit of games and it's just super nice to be back out here. Just get a shot, get to show what you're made of.
Back in September, the team was at risk of losing their season altogether because of too many players on the team testing positive. After careful isolation and quarantining by the team, they are now back on track.
Able to play a little bit of rugby right now means a lot to the guys. I think, you know, they'd all agree as well. And when it comes to the regular season, like, nothing changes for us. You know, we have lofty goals and we want to get as many players involved as we can, kind of leverage some of our depth and talent, and really keep pulling Lindenwood's name like out there in front of everybody that we can.
For LUTV News, I'm Billy Woods. For the full scrimmage schedule for the fall, or for the spring semester schedule, visit lindenwoodlions.com. That's it for this edition of LUTV News. I'm Billy Woods, and thanks for joining us.